Boom, rocks in the room. And today, who doesn't like a good old fashioned framework? And I'm going to continue the myth busting series on as a for sale by owner. You've been told that if you don't pay 3%, an agent won't show your house. Myth busted. I'm going to go into that at some length here shortly on real estate news for real people and hot tips for the hot IA. Today, we're up to hot tip number 76 of 101, and we're going to be going into a little bit more about what exactly your ad copy should say to compel a call to action from your highest and best buyer, a framework, so to speak. It's really simple. People don't read much anymore. I've gone over that at some length, and bullet points are what you are well advised to abide in. What should those bullet points lay out? At the very top, of course, the location is going to be specified, but you need to make sure they can see your name and that you're relatively harmless with a phone number. People love doing business with people, but the framework is who you are by owner. Specify that, and that you're a person with a name, your first and last name preferably, and then your number, and then what type of property it is, and a description of the major definitive character developing characteristics of the property as bullet point as possible, and then some specifications about where your square footage basis alludes from, whether it's per appraisal or per the courthouse. Give it some validation in the offering. And then at the very bottom, you might want to allude to highest and best offer. Most reasonable offer will be considered, or even my favorite, acronyms, the terms that you would be willing to include in the price, WAC, with acceptable contract. So the framework is such that you specify who you are, the general definitive characteristics about the property that are value adding, some of the terms that you may be willing to consider in the price, with highest acceptable or reasonable offer at the bottom. Keep it short and leave them curious and wanting more information and needing to call you. That's tip number 76 of 101. And what is a hot IA? That's you, a homeowner of the information age, or somebody that's aspiring to and wants to learn more about how to maximize your profit, minimize your stress in your greatest investment. These are very volatile times with the way things are changing with currencies and market cycles and such. And I am the only real estate broker that I know that is trying to teach you how to fire me and how to legally and ethically defend your home equity. I've been doing it for decades, and there are some universal principles of business, marketing, and negotiations that you may not know fully about the industry of real property. So come and get it. Everything is in the links below that you need to succeed in selling your house without an agent, and the ebook 101 tips to sell your house without an agent. Come and get it. And in real estate news for real people today, I'm in a myth busting series in which you may have heard that if you don't pay a real estate agent 3%, they won't show your house. And while on the minimum, that is partially true. There are bad apples in every bucket. However, here's the reality for you today. You don't have to pay a buyer's agent 3%. In the contract that an agent will have with a buyer, it will specify that the buyer is obligated to compensate their agency. And buyers, beware, caveat emptor. Okay? Buyers, you can negotiate a better fee structure for your purchasing processes with your service representative. Just a tip. But as a for sale by owner, as I'm speaking to you, you don't have to pay a buyer's agent 3%. The buyer is obligated to compensate their agency. And I just want that to be clearer than the mud that it has been in the traditionally purported industry standards. And there it is, myth busted. Sellers, You don't have to pay. I don't necessarily have to pay as an agent representing a property to buyer's agents. Sometimes I pay 3%. Sometimes I'm paying more than that. Buyers beware. I'm adding bonuses. I'm oftentimes paying less than that. Depends on my seller's equity and their budget for the value of that service being provided. So know what you wish you would have known before you need to know it. And the bottom line is whoever is serving you, you're obligated to compensate them, sellers or buyers or product providers. So I really do appreciate y'all and look forward. If you have gotten anything of value out of this broadcast and this generated content for you, please do like it, dislike it, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of good stuff there for you and your family. I pray blessings on you and your house, and make it a great day. Bye-bye.